Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9. We've been looking at the man of perdition. The man of perdition. Okay, we've been looking at the men of sin, which are the men of perdition, and that they will be destroyed in that appearance of Jesus. They will be destroyed at the appearance of Jesus because they have gone away. They have refused to retain God. They have refused to submit to God. They want to operate independent of God. So the inactivity and the presence of God is away from them. So they are away from his saving power through their unbelief in the gospel. Men of sin, not man of sin, we did some work there, and men of perdition. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Whose coming is after. Now, you know, in translation, the liberty of choice of words by the translators comes into play here as well, just like we saw in other places. The word translated after in this scripture could have also been more appropriately translated as against. Whose coming is against. That will then make the text more appropriately read as whose coming, that is Jesus, is against the working of Satan. That's the way it's supposed to be put. Whose coming, Jesus, is against the working of Satan. You know, the King James puts it like this: even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. But just like we've explained, it will be much more appropriately read as whose coming, talking about Jesus, is against the working of Satan. Now this is consistent with all of scripture put together and what we have studied within this context, within this later, because each later is a complete context of discourse. Because in verse 10 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, he says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Observe that the same persons are still in view. The same men of sin, men of perdition. He uses the term in them that perish. Why? Because they receive not the love of the truth. It is therefore clear that men of sins and sons of perdition are in view. Pay attention to persons, because persons are in view. These are men who oppose, who reject the gospel. 2 Thessalonians again, chapter 2 verse 11. Stay with the context. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Why strong delusion? The answer is in the pretext. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Here he has spoken of man being responsible for deception. It should jar our minds to think why he then further along in that same text refers to God as the one sending strong delusion. It does mean that there is something for us to explore and unearth in our understanding.